houses around the world. Ondol is the traditional underfloor heating system which has been used in Korean Peninsula where the winter is very severe. The heat from the stove in the kitchen goes through the pathway under the floor. They used to use the firewood or straw for the stove. The entrance of the house is made smaller to prevent cold air coming into the house. They sleep on the warm floor with a mat and they do not need to wear room shoes. In the modern Korean house, ondol is still used by hot water instead. Gel is the Mongolian transferable nomad house. They move the house when their domestic animals have eaten the grass in that area. The main two poles in the center support the house with the framework. They cover the framework with the white cloth filled with wool and hair of the domestic animals. In the center, they place the stove and the ceiling can be opened for the smoke. During the severe winter, they make double cover on the ceiling. In Miao village, the houses are built with stones. There are many limestone caves in this area. The topographical feature here is called karst, where the stones contain a lot of calcium carbonate. The people in the south of Philippines used to live in the tree houses. From the tree houses, they could find the enemies, the poisonous snakes and the wild animals. They also could get the cooler and drier air. The houses are needed to rebuild as the trees grow. The tree houses are now used for the meeting and resting. The fishermen in Sabah of Borneo Island live on the water. In the water village, there are so many houses still now. They use the timber of mangrove tree, which has the durability against the seawater, to build the water house. The water houses are officially issued the addresses and the family registrations. In southern part of Morocco, the houses are made of the bricks. They mix some water with clay oil and put them into the mold to dry under the sun. They use the clay to paste bricks one by one and then paste the clay over the bricks to build the house. The bricks can keep the room temperature at comfortable level. Even the outside temperature is changing drastically during a day. However, the houses are not strong for earthquake. Anuak people are living in northwest part of Omo Valley. They build their own houses by family and gather in the village. In the center of the village, they grind corn into flour to cook rice porridge. Lake Titicaca is nearly 400 meters above sea level. Above 2,000 Euros people live on about 50 artificial reed islands made of floating reeds in the lake. They make living by fishing and tourism. The island, boats and houses are all made of reed. They have to pile fresh reed over them every several months as the old reed is decaying. They started to live in this way as they escaped from Spanish army about 500 years ago. Teepees are the transferable cone-shaped house of Native Americans who moved to live for hunting. When they move, they carry the poles on the horses. The house is 3.5 to 5.5 meters high and there is the exhaust pipe in the center of the house. The house is covered by buffalo hide. In these days, they use campus cloth instead. They only use them when the festival is held. The wooden frame houses are very popular in Germany. They use the bricks for the wall and paint over the bricks, which become very strong and last for hundreds of years. The wooden frames make them possible to have many windows. The entrance of the island is fully filled with white houses on the cliff. The island used to be an active volcano and the eruption around 1500 BC created this unique shape of the island. Sami people of North Norway are nomad and they move their houses in summer and in winter. In their winter houses, which are made of wood and clay, they use fire to keep them warm. In summer, they live in transferable houses, looks like the ones of Native American.